I started with this great webinar, and it's actually one of the few things that came across when I was talking to a lot of real estate professionals, and it's actually one of the objectives from going to Facebook and Instagram advertising is we've tried it, we've done it, and nothing worked, and nothing is working. So I want to actually talk about a few costly ad mistakes that are happening, every single day, and everybody's guilty of it. And I've been guilty of them before I figured out exactly how to do it. So it did cost me quite a few dollars before I actually figured out what was right and what was wrong, and where I should be investing my money and what I should not be investing my money in. So if you guys are ready, I hope everybody can hear me and see me, and I'm not freezing and I'm not doing anything. I'm going to get right started. So for those of you who have never met me before, my name is Natasha. I love social media. I love everything about social media, but don't get me wrong, I'm a very private person, so I don't share anything in regards to my personal life, or when I do, it's very private and a very closed accounts. But I love working on social media with small businesses. This is my moment. I am a small business myself, so I know how hard it is sometimes to wear multiple hats on a daily basis. So that's why we are here to help real estate professionals with their small business and succeed in adding social media to their business. I am a speaker educator, and as I mentioned, I'm a small business myself, and I've been working with real estate professionals on the social media side for over 2 years now. I've been working in other industries, and I was sort of introduced into real estate industry about a couple of years ago. And I'm not a realtor myself, so I'm not there to sell houses or anything like that, or buy properties, but I'm here to talk about social media for real estate professionals. And I am an owner of QSI Social Media Academy that I will actually talk to you a little bit later into that. So I really want to start with a little bit of with a short quote, but this is something that is now. We don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question is how well we do it. We actually don't have a choice whether we do it or we don't. We have to do it. But because more and more businesses and more real estate professionals are getting onto social media and making it their primary sort of, or an addition to their marketing initiatives, we have to do it well. And we have to do it well so we don't waste money, and we don't waste time, and we don't get discouraged by social media. So the question is, are you making any Facebook ads mistakes that could be eating away at your marketing budget? And that's a very big thing for a lot of people, is the marketing budget. Marketing budget is, at the end of the day, is everything. If you don't have a budget, there's nothing that really can be done quickly, I would say, on social media. So, and have you ever created ads that helped more Facebook than helped you, because you just sort of wasted your money on your ads? Now, I want to talk about this ads mistake, and you let me know at the end of or while we're doing this webinar. You can actually ask me questions very quickly, and I will be happy to answer them. And you tell me throughout this webinar which mistakes are you guilty of if you've ever done advertising. So let's start with testing multiple interest groups or interest in a single ad. And what does that mean? When you are creating your ad, it doesn't matter whether it's a reach, lead generating, website traffic, it doesn't matter. I always preach this thing, this notion that, detailed targeting is one of the most important features of your ads. If you don't get your market or your audience, your target audience right, then you are wasting your money. And that's what I find a lot of these things is professionals and even real estate professionals are testing and shoving so many interest into a single ad that sometimes have nothing to do with it. And a lot of the times it's being perceived that if I shove everybody in, somebody might fire and give me a lead. Well, that's not true. You really have to be specific. You really have to have your ideal sort of avatar of your ideal client in your head in order to get the interest right. So sometimes, you know, and it all depends on what you're advertising, which area you're going after, all those things. So you really have to be specific with your interest, and don't go overboard with your interest. Otherwise, you dilute the purpose of your ad. So testing, you know, if you think that the groups are different, then add different ads for those interest groups, right? So those are different audiences, which mean with different interests. So run different ads. Don't group them all together in the hopes that it will create tons of, you know, abundance of leads for you. No, you have to be very specific in knowing exactly who your audience is. So let's go. I was actually guilty of this one when I was starting out with my advertising, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because I've done it all. I think I've made all the mistakes possible because before I could actually figure out the right way, and that's why I'm here teaching you these things. So another thing, the second one is running too many Facebook ads with too little budget. Now, let's face it, as a small business, we are all on a tight budget because we have so many things that we got to pay. So sometimes advertising budget is not a priority. Well, you have to, at the end of the day, to dedicate some money towards your Facebook advertising or social media advertising. Doesn't matter what you do, Facebook, Instagram. You always have to dedicate just a little bit of a budget. And if you have a small budget and you're trying to sort of reach this abundance of people, you really have to be smart about who you're going after and how you're going after them. So don't run too many ads and thinking that if you do a $2 a day budget, it's going to give you so many leads. You're wrong. You really have to, I would rather you spend $10 a day on one ad than $2 per day on a few ads. So really, really think about your ad budget and how you want to spend it. Running just one ad per week for about 4 days, as I always say, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are the best days for real estate audience to be active on social media, and that's where we find that where we get most leads. Run just one ad during that time and spend your weekly budget there rather than running multiple ads. Okay, if you have any questions, here's the chat. And here, if you have any questions, just ask me there. So let's move forward. And it's not going to be, I don't want to take too much of your time and do about an hour and a half of a webinar. I like to keep it short and simple, and I'd rather do them on a monthly basis rather than, quarterly and give you abundance of information. So this is the second one. I find it not, I don't find a lot of people guilty of this one, but I've seen people being guilty of this one. Okay, so let's move forward. Number 3, selecting the wrong Facebook or Instagram, it doesn't matter, campaign objective. Why do I always say Facebook? Well, when you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram is owned by Facebook. So in order to create a perfect ad, you go through the Facebook Ads Manager and select the placement for Instagram as well, or just Instagram. So that's why I always say Facebook. So don't get me wrong. I do mean both of the platforms. Now, when you open up your Ads Manager on Facebook Ads Manager, there's so many objectives to choose from. Now, how do you choose the right objective? And I've seen a lot of the professionals get it wrong in terms of they want this, but they select this, and at the end, it gives them nothing. Okay, so what I found for real estate professional, what works the best is to choose 3 objectives only. I've tried them all. I dabbled in a lot of them, and those are the 3 that I found work the best for real estate professionals. The first one is lead generating. Obviously, you want to generate leads on social media, because at the end of the day, if you're not getting leads, what's the point of doing social media, right? So lead generation is the first one, and that's the one we use the most, and we found, and we teach other real estate professionals to use this one. Now, this is to generate leads at the end of the day. The other one is reach. Reach is getting your ad to as many people in your target audience as possible in a short amount of time. So why would I advise you to use this one? Is when you are running a open house. For example, you know on Tuesday that you have an open house happening Saturday, Sunday. I would advise you to start advertising that open house with the reach. So to get it to as many people as possible, let's just say Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, however you choose as possible, and get them to see this ad as many times as possible, like literally once per day. So if they haven't reacted to it the first day, they might look at it the second day and react to, and go to it on the third day when they see it, okay? Another thing is website visits. I've seen a lot of the real estate professionals use their own landing pages or a lead grabbing pages where they have an offer, and in order to claim that offer, a professional or a target audience have to leave their information and in order to claim that offer. So those are the separate landing page that I've seen being used. So if you don't want to capture leads on Facebook and you want to capture them on that landing page, that's where the website visits are being used. So you sort of guide them from Facebook or Instagram onto that lead landing page where you grab the lead there. You have a massive offer, you have an amazing offer where they can't say no to you. The fourth one that I actually didn't put there, but it's not very widely used by real estate professionals, is video views. So if you do have a video, make sure that it's a short one. It's about 10 to 20 second one. Then you can use the video views objective for your ads, again, to get your video viewed by as many people as possible. Again, if you do it right, I honestly at some point don't really like it, because again, they have to understand that they have to click on something to go somewhere, and that's where you grab leads. I like to grab leads in the moment and make sure that they are being utilized. So I very rarely use the video objective. But those are the three: the lead generating, reach, and website visits. Those are the I use all the time, and I advise you to use it all the time. Do you guys have any questions so far? We're all good? Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward, and we are, I think it's number 4 already. So creating Facebook ads without understanding overall campaign settings. Those are another thing, because there's so many things that are included into your campaign. I see a lot of people sort of click, and off they go. No, you really have to understand what is it that you're advertising? How is it that your people want to see, that your target audience wants to see it? Where do I want it? How I want it? Do I want it in terms of, how much money am I going to spend? When my ad is going to run? Am I going to send the beginning or an end date? So you always, and am I choosing the right geographic area, or do I choose just one pocket or multiple pockets? All those little things make or break your campaign. So understanding your settings within the Facebook Ads Manager is very, very crucial. And I made that mistake not once, not twice. I can't even count how many times I made that mistake before I actually got it right. It took me a lot of time and a lot of money to get it right, because there's all these little things that are sort of hidden within the Facebook Ads Manager that help you make or stand out with your campaign and actually get your results for your campaign. Okay, so this is a very, I'm not going to spend too much time on this mistake, but you really have to understand exactly what your campaign is all about. And first of all, you need to understand it in here to get the right target audience and get the right creative. Okay, so let's move on to the next campaign. Oh, sorry, to the next mistake, and it's over reliance on automatic placement for Facebook ads. Now that's where I've seen it happen 99.9% of the time. Now let's go over each and every single placement for Facebook and Instagram ads. Automatic placement, it's sort of clicked by, it's chosen by default, so it's always there. A lot of the people just don't pay attention to that and they move forward. I always go in and I unclick a ton of things. Now I want my money to, and then Facebook gives me a message, Ads Manager gives me a message saying, oh, if you don't put it there, then you might miss on this, and if you don't put it there, then you might miss on other things. Well, I don't need it to be, I know that when people see my ad there, they can't wait for those 5 seconds to turn it off. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who are actually going to use, engage with my ad and click and leave me a lead. So I don't want it to be in everywhere, okay? So I have a picture here. I know it's a little bit of a blurry picture, but this is as big as I could get it on the slide. Now, by the way, I will send these slides to you at the end of the presentation, whoever came to this webinar, and I thank you very much for coming. So let's go through all the placements. So let's start with Facebook, where we see here that it's feed. Feed is a news feed. So whenever you're scrolling down in your Facebook, that's where the ad will appear, just like as a regular post. Instant article, that's where I turn it off. Now, if you want your budget to be wasted, and yes, your ad will be placed into as many places as possible, it doesn't mean it will be seen by that many people. You will see a big difference with impressions and reach. Reach, where it will be lower. Reach is how many people have actually seen your ad, and impression is how many times it appeared in all these things. So we want the reach to be high, not the impressions, right? I want them to be about the same, with impressions and reach to be the same. But instant articles, it's something off Facebook. It's when you're sort of playing a game or reading an article off Facebook, and that's where it appears. A lot of the time it's not being seen, it's just being placed there. So I always unclick it, and obviously my potential reach that Facebook Ads Manager gives me goes down automatically, but that's okay, because I don't want those people to see my ad, because they will never ever react to it. Tested it, done it, it's not gonna work. And we go into right column. I always unclick that too. And why? Because most of the times people view Facebook and Instagram, and that's actually for Facebook, right? They view Facebook on their mobile devices. Very rarely that it's being viewed by on a desktop. And let's put it this way, a lot of the companies, corporations, are actually turning off the, pretty much they're not allowing, they're blocking social media sites from their computers, so they're unable to view any social media on their computers at work. So when they go on their lunch, they get on their phone and they start searching. So right column is when you actually, I've never clicked on an ad in as many years as I've seen Facebook be around, is when you look at Facebook on your desktop, there's a little tiny ad that appears on the side. Okay, it's very cheap to advertise there, but whoever clicked on a right column ad, I mean, if any of you did, that means something was so interesting and so great over there. But a lot of the people never click on that, and I don't want to waste your money or your time actually placing ads there. So I would usually unclick it. There's also suggested videos, which I unclick as well. So the only thing that I leave there is feeds, and I actually don't have it here, stories. I like to be in Facebook stories as well. Now, when it comes to Instagram, I want to be in feeds and stories, so I click all of those. Audience network, I completely turn that off. It's instant videos, rewarded videos, banners, games, whatever it is, you know, all of those ads that you see when you play a game and you can't wait to turn it off, that's where it appears. not going to work for you. And obviously I want to be in Messenger and I want to be in Marketplace. So all those places I want to be. I don't want to be in anything that I know will not give me leads. So be very careful. There is an option of placement. You have to open it up. It slides out type of menu, and that's where you go and see, I want this, I don't want that, I don't want that, and I want this. So placement is very important when you do your ads. I actually sometimes what I do, there's also an option of where your ad will appear on mobile or mobile and desktop. I actually turn on mobile only because I know that most of the times my ads are viewed by mobile, and that's you can check actually when you're doing your analytics at the end of your ad. Okay, so questions so far? Are we all good to move forward? Okay, now I think we're getting close to the end. Oops, I'm so sorry, there's a little, yes, we are getting close to the end, and this is actually the 6th costly ad mistake, and that is actually one that everybody makes, and I made one of those. It's zero follow-up. Now, when you're running your lead generating ads and you see leads coming in, you have to react to them right away. You can't start a campaign by spending, let's say, $50 on it for 4 days and wait until that 4th day to come back to it. Whatever the leads you collected on the first day, they're so cold that people will actually never remember that they clicked on your ad, because I've seen it happen. A lot of my real estate professionals that I send them leads or we start generating or we create the ads online. They tell me, oh, I waited until the last day to call, but you know what? It's not working because when I call them, they don't even remember clicking on that ad. Well, of course they don't, because it's already so cold. It's been 4 days since they clicked on it. So you always have to monitor your campaign. A, you have to monitor on the leads coming in. B, you have to monitor on the money that is being spent on your ad. And C, you have to monitor the cost per lead. If that cost per lead is getting way too high, let's just say Facebook already spent or Instagram already spent $15 and you have no leads, and then the lead comes in and your cost per lead is about $20, well, that's ridiculous. You can get it down to under $5, sometimes under $4 if everything works correct and all mistakes are being sort of taken care of. You can literally get your cost per lead under $4. So you really have to maintain and manage that, manage your follow-ups, manage your campaign, and don't, there's an app on your phone that you can actually download, and I advise you to do all of them if you are running any sort of ads. It's actually called an ads manager. It's free from your app store. You have to download it if you're running ads, because just on your phone you can actually see, and I will show you what it looks like. You can actually monitor your ads. There's my ads manager. So it looks like this. This is my account. This is my account on my ads manager, and at the top I can see all of my pages that I advertise for. Now I have quite a few clients that I advertise for, and I can access them right here. So if I'm advertising something for this company, sorry, this has nothing to do with it. So if I'm advertising for one of the brokerages, I can see what we've done here and how many leads I have, my cost per lead. So that all I have, and you have to monitor it on your phone. So it's a great way to do it. Now, we sort of quickly went through all of the 6 Facebook ad mistakes. Now, I want to talk to you, and we actually mentioned all of that in our real estate academy, and if you haven't heard about it, this is the thing to be a part of. We're getting tons of great results and tons of great feedback on it, and it's called QSI Social. It's a social media teaching platform or learning platform just for real estate professionals. We don't invite anybody there. This is strictly for you guys, and this is we talk in more details about this mistakes. We talk about, and we actually go live with our screen, so you're able to see exactly what we do. And month to month we teach you social media tips, tricks, hacks, how to, where to, and what to. Okay, so we teach you how to manage your own social media one piece at a time. So it's an absolutely amazing. We've done so well with it, and a lot of our professionals absolutely love it. So this is what you get every single month. You get 4 sample posts. So we provide you with images, and we provide you with content, quotes, real estate advice, anything that you can download and upload into your own social media. We go live with monthly webinars, so if you ever missed it, you can still watch it. We do a downloadable guide. It's a very specific how-to guide on how to do certain things. So we had a how to schedule your posts on Facebook. There's been a few months that we've done it for. There's a downloadable content calendar. There's a there's a checklist on what on your business page on how to do it. We have exclusive video lectures. So we did a video lecture on, and we actually went live with our screen where we showed you how to create your business page. We showed you how to do a perfect Instagram post and an Instagram story, and a little behind the scenes hacks that you can use to get your post seen by more people. We did a live on how to pick your audience, your perfect audience for your lead generating advertising, what to post on social media. So there's all this abundance of topics that we've done for you guys so far, and it's only been about 4 or 5 months that we've started this program, but there's so much information for you available already there, to the point where you can open up your page and do your first ad. So actually this month we talked about LinkedIn and or choices of why you should be or you shouldn't be on LinkedIn, and what you can use LinkedIn for. So all those things. And we do have a private, we just opened up a group for real estate professionals on their social media needs. And it's actually called, we actually opened up today, kid you not. It's called Real Estate Social, so you can actually add yourself to the group, and it's only for real estate professionals, and we're going to be very strict. So any social media questions you have, you can ask us there. You can connect with us through discussion boards, all those things. Now, everybody's probably thinking, how much is it going to cost me? This is how much it's going to cost you. It's only $10 per month. And that's it. It will never go up more than $10 per month. It's all those things on a monthly basis you get, and you have access to it unlimited. Okay, so if you forgot about something, you want to come back to it, you go back to that month and you listen to it again. You want to view content from 5 months ago, if you sign up today, you have access to that, to all the content in the past 5 months. And just because you visited our webinar, I'm going to give it to you free for 7 days. It's absolutely free to get all the content from the past 5 months. And we've already uploaded our webinar. We uploaded all the videos, so you're more than welcome to come. And we actually, this month, our video was about how to create the right lead generating form on Ads Manager, because we had a lot of questions about that. So there's a little things that you have to pay attention to, otherwise your lead form will not be accepted, and what are the things that you should be looking out for. So all those things are available out there, so it's free for you. Where do you sign up? This is where you sign up. QSISocial.com. After 7 days, you can actually cancel your membership. It's really up to you. But if you found just one thing that is useful to you, why cancel? It's very inexpensive. It's only $10 per month. QSISocial.com is where you sign up, and QSISocial.com. You can actually click on the screen and actually it will take you there. So does anybody have any questions so far? I think it's Wednesday, and I'm not having a very talkative group today, but hopefully you're all listening to everything that I have to say. So I really encourage you to sign up on QSISocial.com. It's absolutely, we have so many great things happening and so many great things coming your way, so we can teach you social media, and you can do all of the things by yourself. Generate leads and be a master at social media, and it's only for real estate professionals. So You can actually click, it's clickable here. If not, it's qsisocial.com. I really encourage you to come. If you don't have any questions for me, I would like to sign off and thank you very much for attending our webinar today. It will be available to all of you after. I will upload it and send you a link to the webinar. And if you have any questions, just shoot us an email. And I, again, thank you for having me today, and I will see you all next month because we are going to be continuing with our monthly webinars and giving you all this information. So if there's anything that you want me to teach or if you want me to get your information on, shoot me an email and I will definitely look into using that topic for our next webinar because I really want to know what you guys think and what you are having troubles with, and I can sort of go about that way. Okay, so guys, thank you very much. You guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you all next month. In the meantime, I really want to see all of you in our QSI Social Academy. You guys have a great day. Bye.